Assalamualaikum and hi. We are from Group 7 and we're going to present about red tape in bureaucracy of public sector. Before we start, let us introduce ourselves first. My name is Noor Zulaikha Binti Samsuddin.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Noor Husnina Binti Sayuti.
Hi, my name is Noor Alya Binti Shahrizal.
My name is Aqmal bin Anuar.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Izzul Hakim bin Zulkiflee.
According to Busman, red tape can be defined as rules, regulations and procedures that remain in force and entail a compliance burden but do not advance the legitimate purposes the rules were intended to serve. It can have an internal impact or an external impact on the organizations. On the other hand, bureaucracies, especially government bureaucracies, are known to generate a lot of red tape. This refers to lengthy official processes that involve submitting numerous forms or documents with many specific requirements. Critics argues that these processes slow down the bureaucracy's ability to provide a service to the public while also costing taxpayers money and time. First symptoms of red tape according to the Weberian bureaucracy is delaying in the administration tasks. Weber thought bureaucracy will result in the highest level of efficiency, rationality, and worker satisfaction. In fact, he felt that bureaucracy was so logical that it would transform all of society. Unfortunately, Weber anticipated that each of the bureaucratic characteristics could also have a negative result. For example, division of labor leads to specialized and highly skilled workers, but it also can lead to tedium and boredom. Formal rules and regulations lead to uniformity and predictability, but they also can lead to excessive procedures and red tape. In spite of its potential problems, some form of bureaucracy is the most dominant form of large governments faced today. Therefore, the delaying of process and procedures by the public administrations is the most important sign of red tape. Secondly, the symptoms of red tape are decreasing in public satisfaction using the service provided by the public sector. According to Weber, bureaucracies current the system formal and rigid, which is desirable in context, but following the process and procedures is critical. For example, the bureaucratic system in government is prone to criticism as services is not consistent and did not meet the customer satisfaction as well as the key performance indicator. It is often associated with redundancy, arbitrariness, and inefficiency. Due to the rigid rules and procedures, bureaucracies are often slow to respond to unexpected situations and slow to adapt to the changing social conditions. Therefore, when the public starts to complain about poor or inconsistent services by the public administrations, then it will become a sign for red tape. Hence, that's it from me, and I will pass the floor to the next presenter.
Thank you, Zulaikha. Now I'm going to tell what are the causes that lead to the red tape. First and foremost, low KSA of top management. Knowledge, skills, and abilities, or KSA, is a common tool used by human resource departments. A primary purpose of KSAs is to measure those qualities that will set one candidate apart from the others. When problems occur in the organization, that means there is a lack of KSA by the top management. So when the top management could not apply their knowledge, skills, and abilities properly, then it will be one of the big factors that lead to red tape in the process of organization. Hence, having a high quality KSA is the key power to control misconduct in the organization. Secondly, poor design procedures. A systematic procedure is crucial to construct, especially when the process needs to go through various of stages. Procedures that make the thing go smooth and simpler are the most desirable process intended by the public. Plus, those procedures also must exceed the client's expectations and satisfactions in the terms of the service outcome. However, the organization that is facing red tape is caused by the lackness of designing the procedures. Those are the reasons why the process might be slower, more difficult, and ineffective. Therefore, it is important to construct effective procedures in every matter because public sector organizations' goal is to serve the best for for the citizens and to ensure the public satisfactions and expectations as their top priority. And now I'm going to pass the floor to the next member.
Thank you. Next, I'm going to explain about the implications of red tape. According to the research conducted by Wesley and Lars on the effect of red tape, they stated that red tape negatively affects procedural satisfaction, particularly for people who are more politically conservative, which is people that engage with traditional public administration. The procedural satisfaction has important implications for both organizational performance and individuals' level of motivation. Organizations that are unable to satisfy their clients' needs eventually go bankrupt, while public agencies with poor citizen satisfaction ratings face budget cuts or reorganizations. Employees that feel dissatisfied with their job become demotivated, which can result in absenteeism, an increased number of errors, and getting transferred to another position. Other than that, according to the research conducted by Sana Rauf on the effects of red tape in public sector organization, stated that the high integration of red tape has weakened the performance of public sector organizations and the overall economy of the country. Employees' level of motivation is directly linked with their work commitment, and this study revealed that public servants have low motivation levels as a result of poor work commitment. The main reason for low motivation is employees' work being delayed due to an excessiveness of rules and regulations. When employees have poor work commitment, they will not take the initiative to improve their work or to achieve the desired level of commitment. In addition, the research results indicate that the integration of red tape not only impacts employees' behavior and attitudes, but also organizations' performance. The analysis revealed that government organizations have not been able to accomplish their target goals and aims due to the aspect of red tape, which overall results in weakening the economy. That's all from me. Thank you, and I pass to the next presenter.
Izzul and Khamarul will continue about the solutions to resolve the red tape. The government has initiated several actions to cater these issues, and for the purpose of the studies, we would like to focus on two solutions where the government initiated to implement digitalization of public sector. The current Prime Minister, Ismail Sabri Yaakob, recently launched Public Sector Digitalization Strategic Plan 2031 until 2025, had outlined the directions toward a digital government where the government is targeting 80% end-to-end virtual service by 2025. It is important for them in enhancing digital services, and it was ongoing efforts by the government before the pandemic started. The Malaysian Administrative Modernisation and Management Planning Unit, MAMPU, will ensure that most of the public sector can improve the government delivery system using MyDigital in eradicating the delaying in services given to the public. And it is important for them not only to reduce the time consumed in delivering their services, but also increasing the competency with other countries in achieving top 25 countries that classified as a very high online service index in 2022 due to a very high e-government development index achievement. Next is implementation of MyCure, where it is one of the programs that initiated from the Good Regulatory Practice (GRP) that is mandated in Malaysian plan from 2011 until 2025. MyCure is an initiative to address issues on red tape that refers to ineffective procedures such as forms, licenses, or regulation that are faced, including something that is outdated, overlapping, waste, or confusion that may reduce the competitiveness of the public sector. One of their objectives is to reduce the compliance cost and improve operational efficiency in public sector. It has 5 phases of implementation that are defining the issues and problems, measuring the current performance, analysis of data, purpose, recommendation, solution, and execution and control. With these kind of strategies, they can help public servants increasing their productivity in 5 main focus, and one of them is regulatory inefficiency and delays in decision-making process. Hence, they will ensure that MyCure practitioners are well trained and certified to cater these issues in their agencies and departments to reduce the red tape issues. Next, I will pass to Alya in continuing this presentation.
One of the recommendations to avoid too many ineffective procedures is that government should examine the complaints that have been made by the public or the people that involved in the procedures. This is because they are the people that need to face and follow the procedures to submit any forms or any action that need to be approved by the government agency or upper level. I believe that there is so many complaints regarding the red tape issue because they wanted their case to be done early, but the government stated there is too many procedures that need to be followed by them. Moreover, if the government takes this action, it will make the things easier for the public and also for the government itself. This can be related to the latest issue that happened in Malaysia, which is a flooding in certain areas such as Selangor, Melaka and Pahang. Government needs some time to prepare to save the victim rather than the people. There is an issue where the old woman that tells in the video there is no government agency came to rescue her when she stuck in the flood. This is a proof that the government agencies didn't show up when they're in the critical situation. Other than that, the government also needs to go through all the procedures and try to remove the unnecessary procedures. After receiving and examining the complaint, they need to remove or cut a few steps to ensure that the procedures are not taking so much time to be done. For instance, in the construction industry, there are at least up to 60 processes that must be undergone to get any approval. By seeing this, we all know there must be a few steps that are unnecessary and can be cut off and make things are not complicated. I think that's all for the recommendation for this issue. In the conclusion, the nature and impact of red tape on public agencies has been long debated. Plus, red tape has been associated with corruption and declining trust in government. Basically, red tape is a rules, regulation, and procedures that remain in force and entail a compliance burden but do not advance either legitimate purposes the rules were intended to serve. Plus, we can see the red tape doesn't give any benefit to any party, and hoping there is an action towards the issue and will make the procedures concise. I think that's all for our group. Thank you so much for listening and have a nice day ahead. Assalamualaikum.